Hey everybody, it's the Last Raider. We're back with another video. Just want to let everybody know, just check and make sure you're subscribed. I don't know what Twitter, I don't know what YouTube is doing right now. I know that they have unsubscribed some people now. Just check your subscription, make sure you guys are still subscribed. I'd hate for you people to miss out on a video. If you're not subscribed and new to the channel, please do hit that subscribe button and ring the bell for notification. And check your subscription box, because I've also heard from some people that a lot of times the notifications aren't even getting to them. So, as far as I know, YouTube has identified me as a problem, which isn't really a new thing for me. I was identified as a problem back in the first grade. So, let's go on here. Anyway, what we're talking about today is the controversy that's going around with Chris Pratt. Now, I kind of stayed away from this because I wanted to see what happened with it. Apparently, people were mad at Chris Pratt, assumed who he was voting for, and a lot of shit came down very quickly on Chris Pratt. Mostly because, well, a lot of your liberal lefty wokies that are on Twitter, they do not like Christians, and so apparently there was a Biden fundraiser they were having. There's no understanding as to why Chris Pratt didn't go. I figure because Chris Pratt's probably one of the larger, more higher paid actors in Hollywood. He's probably got something going on with his job, or he's spending time with his family and just said, I'm probably not going to do it. He probably just wants to spend time with his family. But because he's not going to a Biden Harris, they call it the Avengers, a voters assemble, where they're going to have the Avengers. It's funny because all these people that are pitching a fit about this don't realize that Star-Lord is a guardian of the galaxy. He is not an Avenger. The fact that the Guardians of the Galaxy were in the Avengers movie just makes it a one big Marvel team up. That's all it was. So you have them going after Chris Pratt, saying that he's homophobic, saying that he's a Trump supporter, when in reality, we've never seen any of this come from Chris Pratt. From what I've understood and from what I've read about Chris Pratt, everyone around him says he's genuinely just a really nice guy. He's like a funny dude that you invite over. He's like your funny friend that comes over there, and you just talk to him and work, tries to help you with your problems and tries to make you laugh. That's all he does. But recently, some of the actors decided to turn around and, show some support for Chris Pratt because he's being unjustly attacked. He hasn't really responded to anything. He hasn't really stated what political side he's on, and he's being unfairly attacked. So here comes from Robert Downey Jr. here. We'll zoom in here real quick so you guys can see this. What a world. The sinless are casting stones at my brother, Chris Pratt, a real Christian who lives by principle and has never demonstrated anything but positivity and gratitude. And he's just married into a family that makes space for civil discourse and just plain fact. Insists on serving as the highest value. If you take issue with Chris, I've got a novel idea. Delete your social media account, sit with your own defects of character, work on them, and then celebrate your humanness. This is coming from a man who went through all kinds of problems, Robert Downey Jr. did, and came back from them. I mean, I applaud the man for his physical strength. He found discipline and managed to come back from a dark place. Robert Downey Jr. is a cool guy, in my opinion. Then we get to, you got Josh Grad seconded. Josh Grad, who is this? Oh, is that Loki? I don't know. Josh Grad seconded. They don't get any better than that. Than Pratt. And here's Mark Ruffalo. And this was interesting coming from Mark Ruffalo because he's usually pretty SJW-y about things. He's pretty hardline. So my guess is he is sitting here thinking that Chris Pratt's probably not. He's probably going to say, the guy's worked with him before. He's probably going to sit there and say, he's not as bad as what you're thinking. He's probably not even a Trump supporter. I mean, Chris Pratt could be supporting Biden and Harris. Not a problem with me. If you want to vote, go for it. Don't cry when you lose. That's all I got to say. But anyway, you all, at Pratt, is as solid a man there is. I know him personally, and instead of casting aspirations, look at how he lives his life. He is just not overtly political as a rule. This is a distraction. Let's keep our eyes on the prize, friends. We are so close now. Going over here. Zoe Salada? Huh. I have difficulty with foreign names, I swear. But I believe she played Gamora in Guardians of the Galaxy. No matter how hard it gets, stick your chest out, keep your head up, and handle it. Tupac. You got this, Pratt. Your friends, family, colleagues, and everyone who's ever crossed paths with you knows your heart and your worth. Pretty good. James Gunn. Sorry, just finding out about this nonsense. Pratt is the best dude in the world. I've spent hours and hours sharing my deepest truths with this man, and he has with me. Please stop assuming what he believes politically or in any other way just because he's a Christian. I mean, honestly, if you're reading from, these are the people that have been closest to him and worked with him in the Avengers movies and on all the, right, and just about most of his major roles. It's obvious that he's living a life differently, or at least living a life to a point that people around him, especially Mark Ruffalo, okay? Like I said, Mark Ruffalo is one heck of an SJW. He is a serious anti-Trumper. And for him to come out here and try to put some kind of defense for Chris Pratt shows what kind of, how much integrity Chris Pratt probably has. Okay, this is the last thing I expected Mark Ruffalo to say. And yet he comes out. I thought he would join the dog pile. And he come out and he's like, no, man. Chris Pratt's a great dude. Chris Pratt's just a really good guy. So, I mean, props to Mark Ruffalo. He has standards. Most of these idiots do not. As you can see right here, Mark Ruffalo, gives off his little speech. This dead eclipse, die to Mark Ruffalo. It's like, and I laugh at this because of the irony of what's going on. Because now all these people that guys like Mark Ruffalo and James Gunn thought they were fighting for, now these people are turning on you. I'm going to say this to Mark Ruffalo, and I mean this in all truth. These are the very same people that yesterday come in there and, they're so happy that you're standing up for their candidate and their politics and all this nonsense. But today you have sinned. And I'm going to say something to Mark Ruffalo that needs to be said. You don't need to worry about these people because they have no forgiveness in their heart. Okay? They're not like your buddy Chris, who will, look past it. These people are quite possibly the definition of pure evil. It's like Richard Myers said. Richard Myers did Jawbreakers and everything. He's kind of the reason everyone calls a lot of us Comicsgate. He said these people, these SJWs, these psychos on Twitter are worse than terrorists. Because if they can, he said a terrorist, if they don't like you, they just kill you. They end you quickly. He said, these people want you to lose your job. They want you to die. But they want it to take a long time so that you can suffer. These are the kinds of people that would rather watch an animal who's been hit by a car suffer and kick on the road and laugh at that than to walk up there and just put the animal out of its misery. When you understand that, then you understand what you're dealing with. But I mean, let's look at the other comments that come in. You don't believe me? Watch. Let's just start going through this crap. I mean, get this up here now. I hate you and your friends so GD, all of you are rich, white, hetero, annoying bitches. Just shut the F up. Response to Mark Ruffalo. Another response to him. Seriously, shut the F up to Mark Ruffalo. What is wrong with you, stupid effing idiot? Mark Ruffalo. That's who they're responding to. I hate white men. Mark Ruffalo. That's who they're responding to. My thing to the Avengers cast, you don't need to listen to these people, but you do need to probably start covering your job because they will create fake outrage and try to have you fired. From any future movie that's done by Marvel, they will come after your job if they can. I am once again reminded that men are trash. Response to Mark Ruffalo. I just want white men to start shutting the F up. Responding to Mark Ruffalo, who's honestly Mark Ruffalo there's nothing wrong with what he's saying. He's just saying don't assume what a person is doing or who a person is based on their religious belief. And he even says Chris Pratt tries to not be political. He doesn't want to be political. He doesn't want anything to do with it. You're trying to make him political. That's all Mark Ruffalo has said. And I agree with Mark Ruffalo's statement. There's nothing wrong with this. But let's keep going. Man, shut the F up. I've noticed all white nationalists that flock to Pratt on social media. So now Mark Ruffalo is a white supremacist. Let me ask you a question, Mark. Are you a white supremacist? I'm pretty sure the answer is no. Okay? I'm going to say the answer is no. But that's how these people are. If they disagree with you, you are automatically a white supremacist. You are automatically a Nazi. You are automatically a misogynist. You are the devil. And they will paint you red to make you the devil. And then they will claim they're killing a monster at that point. That's what these people are doing. Imagine a situation where, they want to burn a witch. What is it? Monty Python and the Holy Grail. And there's a scene with the witch. And they put the woman in there and all the townspeople are like, they said, well, she's got a nose like a witch. And she looks over and she says, they put this nose on me. It's like, really? And eventually they end up making her out to be a witch from some stupid folly. But that's what these people will do. If they can put Trump, if they will walk up to Mark Ruffalo and stick a Trump hat on him and say, look, a Trump supporter, beat him. He is a Nazi. And then everybody piles on you. It's like, you didn't put the hat on. They forced the hat on you. That's why a lot of people start wearing MAGA hats and they start voting for Trump, man. You are being forced into this position. You are now, whether Mark Ruffalo likes it or not, he is now a Trump supporter. No matter what he votes in the election, he will always be a Trump supporter. It's not your fault, man. No one said, you didn't make this decision, okay? It was made for you by these psychos in this mob. Let's continue. Man, shut the F up, response to Mark Ruffalo. He shouldn't even have agency because he disagrees with them. Counterpoint, you and your friends can eat shit. Response to Mark Ruffalo. The way white men go out of their way to defend their homophobic friends. No one, my God, what religion does not? You considering Islam not, where they take gay people and throw them off the roofs? Because they do that right now. Christians just say they don't agree with it. F. Pratt for supporting weird right-wing voodoo S and Fanta Führer, and the FU for thinking all us poor regular folk can't despise more than one fascist at a time. Honestly, who is acting like a fascist here? I ask a lot of liberals. Mark Ruffalo's got and I'm hitting on him pretty good because I'm just trying to let you know, man, this doesn't ever stop. You have now sinned for defending your friend. You are supposed to take your child. If the mob believes your child is racist, you are to take your child to the fire and burn and sacrifice it on the altar of woke into the fire and burn your child alive. That's how these people are. You want to know where cults get started, where people where they talked about in biblical times, where they would burn their children. These are the people that started that shit, okay? They're the ones that made it happen. They would mob up and they would force you to do stupid stuff because there was more of them than there are you. Or they would make it out to be that way. But keep it going. Shut up, B. Response to Mark Ruffalo. Silence is violence, and he's not even been silent. He's spoken on the wrong effing side, my dude. He's been a Christian. I don't know what else to tell you. He's also not vegan, which is another sin. We're talking about Pratt right now, not Mark Ruffalo. I'm gonna have to buy more movies with Mark Ruffalo in it for standing up for his buddy, because that man at least has some integrity when it comes to his friends. He supports a literal fascist white supremacist. No one knows what he's voting for, but okay, let's continue. Don't care if he's not overtly political. Associating yourself with someone like that is violent. How? How? Because by this logic, anyone who associates themselves with Che Guevara is just as complicit in the violence that he committed. Really. So F you and him. Eat horse shit. Watching the quote tweet climb is bringing me joy. Get his ass. Responding to Mark Ruffalo. Of all the tweets that are going in there, they're talking quote tweet. Most of us probably just retweeted. But let's go on over here. We've got more here. Whoops. How did that happen? I'm over here on David Rubin's channel. Whoa, that's weird. Okay. Yes, I follow Dave Rubin, folks. I've got a pretty even sphere of political people that I follow. Mostly because I don't want to have like just an echo chamber of the same politics, but also because I need to know my enemies a lot of times. So anyway, you will die in 7 days at Chris Pratt. Good luck. I think Chris Pratt has more testosterone than you do. Now we get to them going after Zoe Salda, I think is her name. And this is pathetic because they go after her based on her race. Shut your ass up. I'm not going to say that. That's racist as fuck. You spooky, illiterate, Libra, anti. Yeah, or what is it? Ungodly Perry. Yeah, you're borderline Klansman right now. Okay, just by your own words. Black and stupid. Like, I can't make this shit up, folks. I don't know. I've said this before. I've said it 100 times. Hundreds of other people have said it. You do not want SJWs in your fandoms. You don't want them in your entertainment. They are racists. Everything they claim to be fighting, they are it. They are pedophiles. They are racists. They are misogynists. They are white supremacists. Every single one of them are. What they claim that their enemies are, they are simply projecting. F and C, who isn't a C. The nicest bully, whatever. I mean, God, really, how are you not racist? And this is another reason why you have people trying to redefine what racism is, so that these idiots can now be racist. They think that because they've redefined racism on a subcultural level, that, oh, now it's okay to be racist because it doesn't mean going after someone because of their race and hating on them because of their race. Because, oh, only white people can be racist because we've redefined racism. That's going to be a long video. Oh, damn. Just a nasty biracial woman. Really? I mean, wow, these are horrible. F you too then. Girl, shut the F up. Those are a little more tame. Of course, it's the Dominican. The Dominican. I imagine if they said, oh, of course it's the Jew. Of course it's the African. Of course it's the Chinaman. Of course it's the Mexican. Dear Lord, can these people... Look, if you're going to tweet something and put something in writing, you probably should say it out loud first and think, does that sound racist at all? Yeah, that's probably racist. These people don't do that. They just blurt it out because they are all really racists. These people that come out and say, we're fighting racism, man. We're fighting misogyny. We're fighting all this shit. We're fighting sexism. They're sexist. They're racist. They are the most racist people you've ever seen. I won't even say some of the stuff that they're throwing out there. My God. Here we go again. He's following white supremacists. Have some effing dignity. Dignity in what? You don't even know if he is following a white supremacist or not. He hasn't said anything about voting for Trump. And that's what this has come down to. Chris Pratt did not want to go to a fundraiser for his own reasons. Therefore, because he does not bend the knee to Kamala and Joe Biden, who Joe Biden is a white guy, and Kamala Harris has put more black people in prison than any white guy ever thought about doing, that, oh, he's a white supremacist, he's voting for Trump. He may not vote for anybody. What then? He's probably complicit by not voting at that point. Do you know you're black? Okay, you remember that movie Snow Dogs with Cuba Gooding Jr.? Where he says, "Oh my God, you're white," and the old white Thunder Joe pulls off his glove and he goes, "Well, looky there." Yeah, I mean, this is a dumb thing to say. It's very racist to say, also, considering you look like you're white and blonde headed in that picture. Oh, now really, the conditional N word is going to preach to us. See how racist these people sit back and talk about all these fake dog whistles and stuff. Oh my God, they got these racists have these code phrases. MAGA really means kill all the blacks people. No, it don't. Why do we need code phrases? You idiots are pulling all the racist crap right out here in the freaking open. My God. I hate... Like, really? Look at the screen here for a minute. Look at this screen in response to a black woman. Really? I mean, how much more? And I can keep going. Okay, these people are racist fucks. I can keep going on this. In fact, I've got a whole other page of this shit. SJWs are cancer. Okay? Dear Mark Ruffalo, dear Chris Pratt, dear Robert Downey Jr., dear the entire Avengers cast, SJWs are a blight upon humanity. You don't believe me? Just start looking through all. Just go back to this video and look at what I've talked about. I got 3 freaking pages of racist, misogynist bullcrap. Racism in its purest form. And yet nobody and everyone else who sits back and says, yeah, we want to make America great again. Most of us who are MAGA people, okay, just as a MAGA person, let me explain this. I want to make America great again. I want to get this racist crap out of here. Never in this country should a female black woman be referred to as the N-word and okay, let's just go down the list. She should never be referred to as this. She should never be referred to as this. And she should never be talked down to like this. And let's keep going. She also shouldn't be called this. That's what MAGA country is about. Respect of the individual and not taking them and demeaning them down to skin color. Again, SJWs are cancer. Sorry for the long video, folks. I hope y'all made it this far. I tried to be as entertaining as possible. Some of this crap, man, just pisses me off. But anyway, tell me what you think in the comments. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Helps out the channel very much. Share the video also with friends of yours so they can see just how bad this crap is at times. And as always, stay safe, stay frosty. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye now.